Justyn, it's been a bit of a whirlwind for you since the Michael Buble concert.
Yep.
We will get to that, but I want to know where you started.
Sure.
I know you sing in church.
hmm
Is that where it all began for you?
I don't know. I guess I've been singing my whole life since I was a little kid. My parents always just played music 24/7. We wake up in the morning before school, there's music playing. Get home from school, there's music playing. So music was just always a big part of our lives. My mom, she played a little bit of guitar. My dad didn't. He just sang. So yeah, music's always been a thing when I was a kid, and my grandpa is actually the one who taught me how to play guitar. So from a very early age, I was probably 7 or 8 when that happened. So very early age, I was always trying to pursue music. Um, I went to church, so I was playing there a little bit later on, but yeah, I always loved the music. I played clarinet from grade 6 to grade 12 in school, so I was in a vocal jazz group, which is like an a cappella group. We had a beatboxer and all that. So I did that for a while in school, and that was a lot of fun because we did cool new songs. And I didn't like choir. I didn't want to do choir because I didn't like their songs. I thought they're kind of lame. So it was cool to do like newer songs and sing like that. So yep, that was always fun.
What type of music hits you the most? I know that obviously crooning is something that
Yeah,
you're into,
yeah.
but what was it that you were listening to every morning? What got you into everything?
Well, I guess I grew up on country music. That's the only thing my parents listened to was country and like old Southern gospel music, and I liked it. It was okay, but I kind of got sick of it. So I really don't listen to country much, but I seriously listen to every single genre of music. I can listen to screamo, heavy metal, jazz, rap. It doesn't matter. I listen to it all. Yeah.
And do you sing it all as well?
Oh yeah, I definitely sing for sure. Yeah. So my favorite to sing is once again is probably just like jazz and classical music. I think it really emphasizes on voice where country music is, I don't know, rap is more lyrics. Like it all kind of depends, but I like how it fits on my voice. I like it feels right to me, and that's why I like it so much. So
And you actually have athleticism in your background as well.
yeah, yeah.
Football and basketball, is that right?
Yeah. So I played football for 5 years for the Transcona Nationals. It's a club football team. Won a championship there, so that was a lot of fun. I've been playing basketball my whole life. That's my main sport. So I like football, but I love basketball. So playing that my whole life. I'm in a men's league right now, so still enjoy a lot of basketball. So much fun. Yeah.
So, would you ever do, if somebody came to you, would you do like the next up High School Musical so that you could incorporate the two?
That would be pretty sweet. And I've thought about it now that I'm out of high school. I should have joined drama. I always thought of it as kind of weird, but I look back now and now that I'm out of school, so in high school I did not like jazz music. I thought it was boring. And both my brother played trumpet and my other played drums. So both of them were in the jazz band and I thought it was just boring music. And then as soon as I got out of high school, I'm like, oh shoot, this is really good. I like this. So and then I got into like to drama and into musicals and stuff like that. So for sure I would, yeah.
Now, take us to the night of Michael Bublé. He's coming to town. Obviously, you got your floor tickets.
Yeah.
You actually went on your own, didn't you?
I did, yeah. So I asked all my friends, and I guess I'll say basketball players aren't known to like jazz music. So I asked them, and they all said no, that's lame. And I was like, okay, well, you guys are gonna miss out. So yeah, I ended up going on my own because I was gonna enjoy myself anyways. The funny thing is, I was not gonna get floor seats. I only wanted to spend like $60 to $100. I don't want to spend too much on it. But I saw floor seats were almost $800 at first, and there's no way I'm doing that. But I bought my tickets last minute, like 4 days before the concert, because I'm cheap. And then I saw that they went down to $150. And I was like, all right, I'm doing that. So then I bought the floor ticket, and I was super pumped for it. I was like, oh shoot, finally, because he is my favorite artist. So Michael Bublé, I own all of his albums, his EPs before he was signed to a record deal. Like I have everything from like 1999. So I'm a huge fan of Michael Bublé. So this is a big moment for me because I'd never seen him in concert yet. So I was pretty pumped, and I was like, yeah, I'm gonna sing along. But it was never in my mind to sing with him. So many people are asking me if it was staged, and it was not. No, I was not planning on that at all.
Now, I know that in the concert scenario, there is a person that goes around for Michael Bublé and checks out the signs before the concert gets started and picks out who he should either speak to or pull attention to. When did you make the sign?
So I actually didn't even make the sign. So the funny thing was is that I was sitting in. I went like an hour early to the concert, so I was just standing around and I was small chat with people around me, and then I saw a group of three girls, and they all had like Buble with hearts shirts on, and they had like a cutout head of him, so I could tell they were crazy super fans of his. And I was talking to them, and they told me that they actually follow him. They're from Vancouver or Calgary.
Yeah.
They follow him to every single concert in Canada. And I was like, all right, that's a little expensive,
That
but
gets
your
pricey,
choice.
yeah.
Yeah. And then I was just like, so what do you guys think it would take for me to sing with Michael Bublé? Just because I thought it'd be a cool thing. Because I had seen videos of him doing that.
Yeah.
And then they just said, "Oh, we know exactly what to do." So then she had a backpack. She pulled the poster board out of her backpack. It's like fluorescent pink or fluorescent orange. And then
Oh,
she
was
grabbed
it
Sharpies.
blank? Like
Yeah,
she.
it was blank. Yeah. And then she's
Oh.
like, "Oh, give me the Sharpies." And this lady had a Sharpie, and then she wrote, "I want to sing" on it. And then she told me, at a certain point in the concert, he's gonna start talking about like when he was a kid and then how he used to sing, and then he'll bring up wanting to sing with someone. And then she said at that point they'll look at me and like scream, and then I should hold it up. So I was like, oh, okay. So then as soon as I made the sign, I kind of realized, okay, I guess I'm doing this. And yeah, it was pretty crazy.
Now, your mom was actually at the concert, not sitting anywhere near you,
No.
but you
Yeah.
gave her a call to let her know sort of what was going on?
Yeah, because well, the funny thing was my parents weren't supposed to go, but then someone from our church actually got sick, so then they couldn't go to the concert, and then they asked my mom to go. So then she's
Wow.
like, "Oh, of course I'll take it," because then my parents, I play it so much in the house, they can't not like jazz.
Yeah.
They never listened to it before, but they like it now that I play it. So
Uh-huh.
yeah, so then they went to the concert, and yeah, as soon as they made the sign, I'm like, you know what, I might have a chance to do this because I'm really really close. So then I called her just to make sure, and I told her, you know what, I might be able to sing with him, so watch out for me. And then I waved to her so she could see me. So it's pretty sweet there.
So not only a moment for you, but the fact that your parents weren't even supposed to be there and then they
No,
got to see
exactly.
you accomplish this dream of yours.
Exactly. I don't know. It all fell into place almost. It's almost like picture perfect. It's really weird because I didn't expect them to be there. Um, so that's awesome that they got to see that. And of course they had to start filming. And my mom was like, her version of it was not good because she was shaking and she was like freaking out a lot. So
Oh.
uh, yeah. And then as soon as they made that sign, she also told me to not sing a Michael Bublé song.
Hmm.
And I asked her why because I don't. That's the song. That's his music. And then she
Yeah.
said that uh, apparently he doesn't like if you sing his music because apparently they said they went with him to the Edmonton concert, and then he asked someone to sing a song, and then they chose one of his songs, and then he's like, I'm bored of my music, and then he moved on to the next person.
Oh wow.
I'm like, oh shoot, I don't want that to happen. That's my one
So
chance.
would you have chosen one if they
I
didn't give you that
probably
heads up?
I probably would have chosen a Michael Bublé
Yeah.
song because it made sense. It would have fit. So then, but they said still sing a song that he would like to sing with.
Hmm.
I'm like, oh shoot, well, that kind of narrows it down. Um, so then I started looking on my phone for like the next 10 minutes. I'm like, what am I going to sing if I get the chance? And then I went to Frank Sinatra because I know he has tons of Frank Sinatra covers.
Hmm.
And then I looked through all of his music and I'm like, I think he has a cover of every single one of these songs.
Yeah.
And then I went down to My Way and I was like, you know what? I don't think he's sung that one yet. So then I was reading over the lyrics and I was like, I can't mess this up if this happens. And I kept like singing it in my head and then looking at the lyrics and I kept messing up and I was like, shoot, I'm gonna mess it up if I do this.
Wow.
And then yeah, and then the time came, I guess, and then he I just heard him start talking about it. So then the lady's like, Justin, hold it up. So then I held up the sign and I was just yelling as loud as I could. And then it helped because not only those three ladies, but about 5 or 10 other people in that front area were also screaming for me. And I was like, oh, this is gonna help. I think I got this. But he started walking away from me, and I'm like,
Hmm.
no, no, yeah, yeah. Then he finally turned around, and then he saw me, and I was like, oh shoot, I'm doing this now. So then he looked at me, and he's like, oh okay. Yeah, it's all in the video there. But then he was saying, oh, are you sure you can do this? And I was like, yeah, I promise, I can. And then yeah, and then he's like, okay, come over to the side of the stage. So then he went to the side there, and then knelt down, and I'm like, okay, I'm really doing this now. So then you might not be, it might have been hard to tell, but my legs were shaking. I
I
was,
believe it.
but it wasn't that I was nervous because of all the people. It's just because I was in front of my idols, so I was like, shoot, like I'm seeing them up close. This is really weird because I've spent so much time listening to his music and stuff like that. So, yeah,
And choosing My Way, I mean, like you said, he has done a cover of it. We've all heard it. So maybe you've been walking around singing his version.
yeah,
But
yeah,
to just go in blindly and be like, oh yeah, I can do this. I know all the words.
yeah,
Just choosing it 10 minutes before it happens.
yeah.
you weren't nervous at all for that bit of it?
I was definitely nervous for that part of it. But I kept telling myself this is my one chance in my entire life this will ever happen. If I said no and I didn't do this, I'd be so mad at myself later. So I thought this is the one opportunity I can get. I may as well try it, and because if it does happen, I'll remember for the rest of my life, which I will now. So, yeah, I kept telling myself that, but I was nervous. I kept looking at it. Like during the concert, I kept looking down just in case. And then right when they started talking about it, yeah. So then he went to the side of the stage, and then he asked me what song I wanted to sing, and then I said, "Well, I want to sing My Way by Frank Sinatra." And then he was like, "Oh, okay." And then he said, "Oh, that's a legendary choice or something like that." And I was like, "Yeah, it is." Uh, so then I chose the key, and then I think my voice shocked him at first, which is kind of cool to see.
Honestly, I think it shocked everyone in there. I was sitting there and saw you come up on the screen, and you are skeptical at first. You're like, yeah, yeah, this person thinks that they can sing.
Yeah.
And that first note, it was just instant tears in my eyes, and I'm sure I wasn't the only one in there.
Yeah.
And you knocked the crowd off their feet.
Yeah, that was pretty cool because I don't really get much feedback from my voice because I just sing at home all the time. So I've even talked to my parents, and my mom was like, "Yeah, you know what? Some music you don't really sound good at, and then others like other stuff you sing to, yeah, you sound good." So I only get like a little bit of feedback. So also to do this, when I walked out of there, like onto the main tunnel area, I got stopped by probably about 100 people to take pictures, and everyone was high fiving me. I'm like, this is so weird. It felt like a dream, and I'd never received so many compliments before, so I didn't really know how to take it. I just kept saying thank you because I didn't know what else to say.
So now that this has all happened, I know you have a YouTube channel, but you don't really have any of you up there.
No, I don't.
Are you going to do it?
I want to. I really want to.
What's stopping you?
I've always wanted to have a recording studio in my basement. I don't know. I really want to. I really should do that. I have to get on it. I work a lot. I work 50, 60 hour weeks doing construction, so that's a lot. And then plus basketball is my main priority too. So I usually, if I go to the gym 2 or 3 hours, I'll play basketball. So, but music is still kind of my main thing. It's kind of the thing I know I'll do for the rest of my life. So I, yeah, I should probably start doing that.
I feel like maybe this was a sign, just in the way that it's all lined up.
Yeah.
The fact that your parents were there.
Yeah.
Maybe you should run with this, Justyn.
Yeah, you know what? I have a couple of like a cappella covers on my phone from like 3 or 4 years ago, and I sound terrible. So you know, what? I might redo some, and I haven't really wanted to do that actually. That's something I should get on. Yeah.
You should.
Yeah, for sure.
Can I put you on the spot right now and ask you to sing something?
Sure.
Cool. Anything you want.
Okay, let me think. Sure. Okay, I guess I'll sing one of those Michael Buble songs from his new album. Which one should I do? Love You Anymore. I'll do that one. Let me think of the key. Just because I'm on my knees and swearing I will change, I'd do anything to hear you say I'm yours. Just because I never ever. That's not the words. Just because I know I'll never ever feel the same doesn't mean I love you anymore.
That's awesome.
That's what it is.
Thank you so
Yeah, no
much.
problem.
Justyn, I have one more question
Sure.
that I try to ask each of my guests. It's about your socks. I think socks tell a lot about a person, and I don't know if you know this, but Michael Buble actually has a huge thing about socks.
Oh, does he?
Yeah,
Oh, I didn't know
him
that.
and his producer Bob Rock actually have sock competitions when he goes into the
Really?
recording
That's
studio.
strange.
So I need to know what type of socks you wear and if you can
Okay, well, right
accomplish the
now-
game with him.
Right now, it was a long week, so I slept in. So I'm wearing a one CSG one. They're ankle socks. The other one's CCM. If I actually cared, if I was wearing like a suit or something, I always try to go for like striped socks or like patterned socks. Totally. Oh yeah.
All right.
Yeah, for sure.
Good. Well, the mismatch thing is cool. I like that.
Mismatch.
You should
Oh,
definitely keep that rocking.
Yeah.
And yeah, next time you run into Buble, make sure that your sock game is on point.
Oh, I better make sure I do that. Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
I want you to be on point with him.
Okay.
You're probably a little bit young to remember the show,
Yeah.
but I have some Rugrats socks for you that
snap.
you get to color in.
Oh, those are fresh. Oh, I'm definitely doing that. Are you kidding me? Oh yeah, I'm doing this for sure. That's awesome.
So there you go.
Sweet, thank
Next
you.
time you see him, you got to be wearing them.
I'm gonna be wearing these next time for sure. Yeah. Yeah.
Thanks so much,
You're
Justyn.
welcome.